everyone. My name is Allison Watkins from AllisonWatkinsCoaching.com. I'm a career alignment strategist, and basically what that means is I help women align their career with the life they want and who they are so that they can simply enjoy life. I'm super excited about today's topic, and you may have thought this to yourself at any particular time in your career, and that is, they don't pay me enough. If that is you, if you've thought about this or said it at least once, go ahead and type in the description box or the comments, yes, that's me, amen, talk about it. And so I have a really interesting twist to this concept that I think you'll find very interesting. So go ahead and click that share button and send this to somebody that may need to hear this as well. One of the things that I want to talk about first and how this really came about, that I wanted to create a video about it, is that I was working with a client and we had kind of been in the middle of our coaching journey, our coaching experience, and we'd already identified that the role she was in, the job she was in, was really not the fit for her. We identified her dream job. She had done a lot of work to really determine, like, this is why this is not right for me. This is really where I want to go. And in the session when we were discussing this, she was just talking about the fact that she was still at her job and a lot of her days were really miserable. And she kept telling herself, you know, they don't pay me enough to do some of these extra things. The interesting part was she had been approached a few times by folks at her job that thought she'd be a great fit for like different committees and some kind of what we think extracurricular things that she was naturally drawn to and things that she found very interesting outside of work. But the idea and the thought of they don't pay me enough kept coming to her, and she was really just very miserable at work. And she described being or having kind of silenced part of her that's very natural and wants to do creative things. And she siloed that and she didn't take that part of her to work. And so the concept we really talked about was the fact that she was making herself miserable with this thought of they don't pay me enough. And I offered this to her. They actually don't pay you enough to be that miserable. So the reason why I think it's very important to try to embrace this new style of thinking about actually they don't pay you enough to be this miserable is that it actually opens up possibilities for how you think about work, and it gives you an opportunity to look for things that you can actually add value while you're at work so that you can better enjoy the experience while you're there. You may not be in the job that you want to stay in, but while you're there, I think it's important to lessen the misery. And what happens is you actually dread work less, even while you're looking for that new step. You'll have an opportunity to practice and bring to work those natural things, those gifts, those talents that you actually enjoy and get paid for it, right? You're at work, you're bringing those talents there. While you're working, you might as well enjoy some of those things at the same time. And it'll actually help you to start aligning and looking for that ultimate dream job. If you're not bringing your entire self to work, and that includes your gifts, your talents, your abilities, then you are doing a disservice to yourself because you work a lot. So why not enjoy work while you're there? And if enjoying work and enjoying life is your ultimate goal, start practicing that now so that you can really understand how to do that in your next role. So there's 3 things that I want you to do. And one of those things is identify some of those things that you just enjoy in life. If you think about what you do outside of work, jot down a list of those things so that you can have it right in front of you. That might be you love to volunteer, you love fitness and wellness, you really might enjoy event planning, or you love connecting one-on-one with people. Write that list down. And the next thing I want you to do is think about at least one way that you can start implementing those things that you enjoy into your work environment. Start brainstorming those ideas so that you can lessen your misery at work, even while you're looking for that new opportunity. And the last thing I want you to do is simply try to embrace and think about work differently, and not thinking they don't pay you enough, but that they don't pay you enough to be that miserable. So how can you insert some joy, some things that you naturally love to do at work while you're there? I hope you guys have found this very interesting. The client that I worked with, I could tell by the time we got off the telephone, like her mind was churning at like, oh my gosh, I have completely like turned down these opportunities, but they would have added some joy to my day because they're things that I just normally love to do. I just didn't think that I would want to do them at work because I kept thinking instead, they don't pay me enough. And they don't pay you enough to be that miserable. So I hope you guys will join me in the next coaching video. If you have not already, go ahead and join my mailing list. I share different content. When I'm not doing videos, I will email different content and share different perspectives via email. And I'm also gearing up to do another Dream Job Challenge. So if you guys missed that first one in June, I definitely want you to join me for the next one. I'm going to be sharing a lot of those details coming soon. So make sure you look in the description box and click that link so that you can join my mailing list. I will see you guys in the next one. Have a great day.